time get hard and shit hit the fan, God gonna walk with me. There you go. We're gonna get straight to it. Guns are killing people. That's the word. People are not killing people. People are incapable of killing people, especially if they're not black. The only people that are capable of hurting anybody is black men. Everybody else. Shout out to that nigga, goddamn. Y'all, shout out to that nigga Terrell Bay. Terrell Bay always coming through heavy. I got the PayPal too. I'm finna make sure everybody get their word. But shout out to big homie, House of Wolves, man. Big homie really been keeping me up on a lot of shit. Showing a lot of love, a lot of support. Shout out to we can't, like I said, we can't do nothing without shouting out Terrell Bay. Big homie said he caught the live this morning. And it's another dude who caught the live this morning about controlling the bitch with the domestic violence. And he said he just bonded out. I'm not gonna say his name, but I got that message, big homie. Let's go to work.
Crazy, bro. The same crazy shit. The same niggas shot at the same niggas last week on the same street. You feel me? In front of the same broken down ass car. All right? I got jumped by the same crackheads that been there since I was the same child. Bro, listen, we all gonna switch shit up. We gonna be hit forever. The same shit. We gonna be in the same spot forever. We all gonna switch it up. I'm tired.
Whoa, now was down. What y'all boys doing out here? I see y'all doing the same shit. Still hustling, still killing each other. You know what I'm saying? Still popping pills. Same old cycle. It's like y'all doing donuts, reruns. Ain't nothing changed but the weather, same police all day. Same block, same pistol smell in the hallway. On top of that, got the same outfit. Same hood rat chick that still ain't bout shit. Same deadbeat dad, got the whole street mad. He done beat up the girl on the block, hot as a heat pad. My rap she bad, gotta hit another corner. Still smoking on that cannabis. I got from California, up and down like a seesaw. Living on a roller coaster, fighting all night. Fell asleep, my nigga sofa. Same pistol in the holster under the white tee. Same mean mug for them devils down like me. Same old shit, all it is different flies. Same president, he just telling different lies. Now will it ever change or forever be the same? We either fight the power or stay victims to the game. But here we go again, doing the same thing. 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 Up and down like a seesaw. We up and down like a seesaw. Up and down like a seesaw. We up and down like a seesaw. Back at it, like a fiend with a crack habit. The jackrabbit slipped and fell for that black matic. The same politics, but brand new politicians. Same tradition with the same old superstition. Build the same mission for 40 years to get me. So a motor spit the Red Sea, I'm aboard the Mississippi. Same people with the same fight to be treated equal. Same movie, different character, same sequel. I'm sick of the same shit, putting up with this lame shit. Endorsing these people that can do nothing to change shit. It's the same leaders, win the same world that don't need us. Crying wolf to the same people that won't believe us, won't feed us. I had to take off the blindfolds. Got hit by the light like I was one of them albinos. Rose up like one of them rhinos, banging on that beast. Gotta save my nephew nieces out there hanging on them streets. But here we go again, doing the same thing. 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 Up and down like a seesaw. We up and down like a seesaw. Up and down like a seesaw. We up and down like a seesaw.
back on my bully and back up, I'm back in the saddle. You brittle, you better skedaddle, get slaughtered like cattle. You sheep, I'm a wolf in your pasture. They weak and I'm blowing strong. Still, that way, I'm back alive. Bitch, I got blessings on top of my blessings. I'm straight, ain't no need of me stressing. Just run on my check and that taught me a lesson. You get what you give it, so give it your best and just leave all the rest for Jehovah to figure out. I'ma keep doing me in a strong way, but don't get it twisted. I'll copy you a ticket to hell if you play on the wrong day. Quit all the foolishness, put you some money up, get you some crypto or something. I'm saying that even a savings account, what you doing? You hustling backwards, my nigga, you playing. Better get right, you heard? Or get left from the 11th hour to midnight. They erasing your future, so invest, protect your neck and cover your chest and don't swallow the bait. Cause black supremacy ain't up for debate. Let me show you something. A lot of you niggas don't put in no work, then you look at your life like it owe you something. Hold your hand out, let me slap it for you. Gotta watch for the snakes who be acting cap and they'll grab your hand and try to dap it for you. Call it crazy, you can call it paranoia, but it counterfeits. And it'll be a real bitch when you're looking all your friends gone and the light bill still hit. Now you gotta put a mask on. Either that or you get sick. Know what you gonna do when the cash gone. Better make a move now on some real shit, cause they watching you. Big vulture, snitch culture, trial by media. That's big brother, little cousin. Better learn about the family tree, cause it ain't no encyclopedia. Meanwhile, where we at? You guessed it, going live. In the club, no mask, feeling so alive. Even though a pandemic's still on the rise. They say all lives matter and we'll let it ride. Thought the Tea Party died, but it's energized. Let the red and the blue fight, fuck both sides, cause they're crossing out black and it's televised. And I mean that, cause I'm on one, but let me bring it back. Still buck 12, stepping inside while them honkers ran up in them federal buildings and not go to jail. Or you shitting me? You might can go for it, but I really can't. And I really can't tell you who boo-boo the fool is, but I know who he ain't. They want us glued to the TV, but that shit don't move me and keep me away from my pivot. I gotta stay grounded, 1 foot in the streets, other foot all around it. Let's ring the alarm and you know I'm a sound and my people we fucking know we going hard on each other. Just to stun on each other and throw it on social media for agents undercover. Lethal weapon without the Danny Glover. It ain't all about skin tone, cause a lot of them rocking your skin too. Just waiting on you to slip up when they gotta make quota and they recommend you, and that kinda fits. And it'll be a real bitch when you're looking all your friends gone and the light bill still hit. Now you gotta put a mask on. Either that or you get sick. Know what you gonna do when the cash gone. Better make a move now on some real shit, cause they watching you.
In the club, feeling so alive. Even though a pandemic's still on the rise. That shit heavy. And I can't wait till he do that the ball for ball breakdown, because when he said now you gotta put the mask on, either that or you get sick. I want to know what he meant by that, because I took it a different type of way. But let's get straight down to it. I want to make sure I hate this with you. I hate it. I want to make sure that we really get down to what we need to talk about. Shout out to D Rose for bringing a lot of this to my attention. Hold on. Meanwhile, where we at? You guessed it. Going live. No, look, that's what I was saying. All right. Simply put, obviously, what we have on the table, another shooting. D Rose, I hollered at him. Shout out to Theo. He actually sent me this. I woke up to it, and it's kind of unbelievable that it's really become this heavy. And we got, like I said, we're gonna have to do a whole situation where we break down what we feel actually is causing this, whether it be the video games where me and Dr. D talked about that, and we had video games when we was growing up. I think really, just to be all the way honest, the Black Panthers used the Constitution they stood on the Constitution and started to move outside with shotguns because that was legal. Overnight, motherfuckers did something to change that. When it come down to this situation where we have when these motherfuckers are the issue and have been the issue since Columbine, I told myself I'm not going to go too heavy tonight. Told myself I'm not going to go too heavy tonight. Got a big morning tomorrow. Y'all know we trying to get these morning episodes how they supposed to be. But and also if you are a core team member, we have to move. Let me say that. We have to move carefully. So when it's time to when it's time to move, I'll let y'all know, you know what I'm saying, when it's time. But, and like I said, we will be going over the footage of the last I gotta learn how to use this bitch. Yeah, see, that's the shit. See what I'm saying? Yeah, the last protest. Like I said, we're gonna move a little bit differently this time. But y'all will get the notice when it's time. But shout out to all the core team members, period, point blank. Shout out to all of the patrons. Shout out to everybody who continues to support PayPal, Cash App, continuing to keep me in the loop of what's going on. That is invaluable at this time. Shout out Colorado Rick. Shout out Big Mick. Shout out Corn Johnson. Shout out to that nigga Brian Tisdale. We got that message and we appreciate that love. Shout out that nigga Terrell Bay always. And shout out to that nigga Jay. This morning I had to talk about something that was deadly serious because I got a word, but also because with what we got going on right now, I have to be able to see some shit before it happens. If I got a nigga on the phone with me and I feel like he's talking, a little bit heavy in the wrong direction, I have to immediately let it be known to him and to the public that's not what we stand on. A nothing ass bitch is a nothing ass bitch through and through. A nothing ass nigga is a nothing ass nigga through and through. The only advice that I give is to stay away from them. If you're dealing with a NAB for sexual purposes, financial purposes, because you're homeless, whatever it is, you have to do that at your own risk. When you are in the presence of a NAB or a NAN, your life, your freedom, safety is all in jeopardy. So whatever comes out of that, you have to deal with that. And I want to make that clear because as we've continued to make it known that we are going to move on our words, And we're not gonna, like I said, what we got going on over here, dog, we not finna be around this motherfucker. We not finna be around this motherfucker trying to, you know what I'm saying, on some, you know, save the world shit. I'm on some, I'm doing my part. As I said, shout out Big Homie who hit me up, who is a, what did he say? It was Bushmaster. Bush is something to bushcraft. Bushcraft, I think it is. Some with wood, but he's a dude, a black guy who specializes in surviving outside, making boats, being able to fish, and all of these important things that we need to know. If we are serious about anything that we talking about, we have to put action behind it, and that's the reason why I'm continuing to rock like this. Because it's just nothing worse than a motherfucker who speaks on some shit. But you know what I'm saying? That's the worst type of motherfucker. You know, like the black supremacist with a white wife type shit like that. We not on that, big home. We not on that. So let's make that clear. I don't fuck with no, and I don't plan on fucking with no black leaders or anything of that nature. Any professional rights group. I don't plan on fucking with none of them people. Once again, you do get tied to a bigger bag, but at that point, they pretty much got your nuts in their hand. And this is why the support that comes directly from y'all is so important. They're like, I can't say it enough. I can't do this shit without y'all. If it's not y'all right here, we're not doing none of this. We're not doing none of it. So I appreciate the love. I appreciate all the support. Let's get down what we got to get down to. But I did want to make that very, very clear. I'm not with no violence. Shout out to that nigga Big Mix in this motherfucker. You know goddamn Big Mix was coming in this motherfucker. The hell y'all thought this was? The hell? Yeah, I said I ain't gonna get too heavy tonight, but yeah. I need to make it clear that I don't condone any violence to any woman. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be for real with you. I really don't give a, well, you know, innocent man, an innocent kid, obviously, all good. But as far as violence towards women, that shit don't make no sense to me. That don't say nothing about a nigga that don't say shit about alpha male or whatever the fuck these YouTube fucking is talking about. That don't say shit about confidence or shit to me. Beating, like you beating a bitch like that. What the fuck are you talking about? So let's get that just all the way clear for the record. I don't condone that shit, and that shit should not be tied to me or my platform or my team. Just like that. All right, so what we have, once again, right here in your face, you looked down and then you looked up, and what did you see? Another non-black, non-gangster, non-gang member, non-felon, non-thug, non-rapper, non-crack dealer, non-dope boy. Once again, we have another one that has walked into a place where there is not going to be anyone else shooting back at them, and they just started shooting, taking advantage of that white privilege. Where the boy at? Y'all seen his face. I don't know what his name is, and honestly, their names don't matter. Just honestly, it doesn't matter, because it didn't matter what the crack dealer name was. You saw that it was an epidemic, and y'all did something about it. You felt like the Black Panthers having shotguns was a problem, and you did something about it. You saying that you are willing to risk your child's life on this white privilege shit, because people who look like this right here, there is nowhere they can walk in. Shout out to that nigga Dog, you 5'4". I see you, big home. We working. We working. Yes, make sure that you go to change.org and sign the No Negative News November petition. That is still going on, and we're handling business, and this is why I'm getting up earlier trying to get more handled. But as far as people who look like this right here, there is nowhere that they're going to go and they be treated like criminals. When you see them out, you know, late night and seem like they drunk or high, you look at that like youngins being, you know, young kids having fun, enjoying their youth. But when it's a young black boy, he's a gangster. This is why you don't need to have no type of tact. You don't need to have no type of respect, no type of nothing. If you see him and it looks dangerous, protect yourself. Protect yourself. But at this point, for us to feel like these motherfuckers are not taking advantage of the fact that they know they can walk into any place, whether they're armed, whether they have tactical gear on, it doesn't matter what the fuck they're doing. As long as you look like that, you good. Everybody's gonna move accordingly, and they're gonna treat you with a piece of respect because they worried about maybe who your parents are. At what point do we start profile? That's what I want to speak on first before anything. When does the profiling start on this end of the table? That's what I want to speak on. How many more innocent people, innocent children need to be harmed before they start getting profiled, pulled over while they going somewhere, ran down on? Let me get your ID. Let me see what you got in the bag. Wouldn't that make more motherfucking sense at this point when we have an epidemic? Dog, I remember damn near vividly when our youth was out there doing TikTok challenges. They was putting that shit all on the fucking news like it was a crime wave. This don't seem like no motherfucking trend. Who sent me that damn thing on the white boy up there in New York? The other white boy in New York up there, bitch, trying to hit people with the goddamn needles. Nothing? You saying that that'll be a step too far, that'll be brash to start putting some action down and putting some pressure down. Why was stop and frisk even implemented in the first place? Why did stop and frisk start? Why did it start? Why in the fuck would that not be the situation? If we have a fucking guideline showing us there is no poll, there is no respectable anything that you will go to, and it will tell you that the when you have a mass murder, shooting, murder situation, or even when the crime is highly fucking evil and disturbed, nobody will tell you that, yeah, that might be a nigga right there. Before you hear the race, you can listen to the crime and know what race they are. At that point in time, why wouldn't we go to the next step of profiling? Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, these motherfuckers been doing this shit all through the goddamn heroin, Nicky Barnes, Frank Lucas, Rick Ross. You go Big Meech throughout all of this time when niggas was on this side trying to get money, crimes that actually have a justification behind it, no matter how minimum you or how small you feel like it is, there's a justification behind it. When you ask these motherfuckers why they did it, they I just needed to kill someone. Go research the screen killers. Go research 3 guys, 1 hammer. You can avoid the gangbanger. You can avoid the dope boy. How in the fuck is you going to avoid this motherfucker? How is you going to avoid him? There's one of these motherfuckers in every house in your neighborhood. How you're telling me that Ahmaud Arbery, that looked suspicious? Maybe that nigga was in that bitch trying to strip that bitch down for the copper so he can go score. We got to get real at some point. Yeah, that was, shout out to that nigga E.T. Sent me that shit that goddamn white up that bitch, sending them damn, trying to stab motherfucker with needles. This nigga, so he's going, and this is another thing. They are totally anti-government. They put that shit on their billboard. But you don't see that. You want to run behind the motherfucker with the goddamn rap lyrics. You don't give a fuck about the motherfucker next door that got fucking plastic tubs of boric acid with body parts in that motherfucker. Fuck that. Nah, I need to know about this nigga talking about them straps in that song. We need to put a Rico on that nigga. Ain't no rapper in the goddamn game that has any type of name that has not been hit with a fucking Rico. You motherfucker, I'm trying proactive as fuck when it comes down to a nigga in a motherfucking bandana or some shit like that. When it comes to these motherfuckers, you can't say nothing until afterwards, and we got to hear about a motherfucking mental illness. How long are you going to use that fucking excuse before you realize these motherfuckers are born evil? And if there's anyone, dog, just for the base, just for the bottom, just for the base of it, let's do this. All right, so it's a mental issue. How many of these motherfuckers have to show you that their mental illness is dangerous to other people, innocent people, before you start at least stepping to them early on and checking out their mental status? It's been multiple times we've heard about these motherfuckers, and a motherfucker, oh yeah, we had them on the FBI watch list. We were watching them. Dog, it's every Tuesday and Thursday since the fucking 5-5 for the 9-9, since Juvenile came out and was the lead of the Hot Boys. Y'all motherfuckers been hopping out on Tuesday and Thursday. Ain't put a dent in these motherfuckers just going out at will, murdering everybody, killing everyone. And it, dog, this is where that racism shit, it starts devouring itself, because these motherfuckers is racist, but they're evil over their racism. And you know that because you were the prosecutor, the judge, the police officer, the chief of police, the warden at the jail. All of y'all was this age. Y'all was this motherfucker disturbed and mad for no fucking reason. And all of y'all had, I just want to fucking kill everyone. You not gonna show me no nigga, my nigga. Like, let's get down to what it is. You not finna show me no nigga that's not gonna be able to, hey, dog, this nigga around that bitch with that goddamn foolishness and niggas did something to him. That's what that is. If somebody else get hit, that's, you know, that's an accident or whatever. Maybe nigga shot at the whole team or something like that. But you not finna have no shit like this. You saying that your racism is so fucking heavy that you will, no, that's heavy. You're saying that you will actually sacrifice your child before you actually get proactive with these motherfuckers. Before you're proactive and treat these motherfuckers like criminals in the street, before you treat these little motherfuckers like they're dangerous or they should be looked at like a threat. Before you do that, you will allow your child's elementary school to lose 14 children and a teacher, just so you don't have to. Come on, my nigga. Come at this point, what are we doing right here? That's what I'm asking. We're gonna get to the gun shit. But what are we doing? Dog, if it's two niggas from two different sides of the country that both are under the same color bandana, you saying this is gang related. We need to goddamn do a whole gang takedown. My nigga, in less than 2 days, we've lost damn near 100 souls by the same demon. And that's why that pride come before the fall. You're so prideful that before you admit that you have an issue in your own home, this motherfucker right here, make no mistake, it doesn't matter which picture you put on the fucking screen. The same way, it doesn't matter what nigga you put on the screen. We the same motherfucker. Every gangbanger is the same. All good. We accepting that penny for penny. What we doing right here, big home? You saying that if I go to the, I don't want to say that because you know they're going to. I'm saying though, big home. You saying that if I'm black, let's do real talk. A black police officer sees a motherfucker like this, a demon like this, and there's no other word for it. If you call this motherfucker right here anything else than a demon, not the fuck. I know you ain't finna play like that. I know we ain't finna go crazy about no names. I remember vividly. Hyper predators was the word that I heard. Hyper predators. So we're not gonna go crazy with no names and that like shit is just too far. So when you see a black police officer see one of these demons and pull over and treat him like he is a potential mass murderer, you gonna fire that black police officer? If a citizen sees one of these demons, don't play with me on these words. You're not gonna tell me that Tamir Rice and you know what I'm saying, Trayvon Martin, so on and so forth, all of them is the same nigga. But when it comes to these motherfuckers, we need to individualize. That was Payton. You're talking about Payton. Dylan was totally. Man, you put all these motherfuckers in the same goddamn block, in the same cell, and they're gonna have a good time talking about murder, death, and destruction. It's not even a difference in the crimes. You're better off with the gangbanger. At least you will be able to tell how the fuck do you stop this? If somebody sees one of these motherfuckers looking suspicious and wants to invoke let's do this. What if somebody seen this motherfucker riding around and told him to pull over and wanted to invoke a citizen's arrest, it would have been a whole nother story. Suspicious black man pulls over innocent boy. You wouldn't say nothing about the gun you found, nothing about the tactical gear, nothing about, you know, the goddamn streaming camera on top of the gun. You wouldn't have said shit about that. You would have pointed out the fact that a suspicious black man kidnapped, held against his will, an innocent boy. But when we talk about Tamir Rice, police officers getting medals and all kind of shit for defeating the 11-year-old man, Tamir Rice, up fire on officers. There it is. There it is. There it is. 11-year-old man. Motherfuckers get real science fiction when it comes to this racism shit. Real, you know what I'm saying? We playing Benjamin Button and shit. But like I said, before we do any type of weapons talk, we need to talk about what's real. If we're going to weigh what you've had an issue with this person, with this race, with this group of people, you've had issues with them since the beginning. It's a reason why you can see pictures of people, humans hanging from ropes, and you can see every one of that group, male, female, child, out that bitch having a picnic as someone is losing their life. You have to be a certain type of motherfucker. Hold on. I don't give a fuck. Honestly, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't care how many. Well, no, it wasn't actually 13 that died. It's only 2 that died. It was 14. Actually, it wasn't 13 that were injured. It's really only 12 that were injured, and they're really messing it up. It was not 13. Everyone keeps saying 13. It was only 12 children that were actually shot. The 13th one, he didn't actually get hit. We don't know if the bullet grazed him or as he was running from the bullets, he actually scraped his leg on a chair. So we want to make sure we get that correct. It's not actually 13. They need to stop saying that. And you will say that directly after saying 11-year-old man, 11-year-old suspected criminal man, Tamir Rice, up fire. There's no way that you don't see what's going on. From the beginning of time, you've had this lust for blood. There's a big difference. You can get money and still not be happy. A lot of the fucking serial killers were neat, all successful businessmen, but they just had this itch and they started with the prostitutes, which is why we have to point our young girls away from anything that mixes money with sex, because that's how you get murdered. That's the first people that get actually, from the beginning of time, prostitutes have always been an expendable group. Any woman that is pushing for you, a child, to get paid for sex, there's no way that should work. But But because they have control, that voice will be louder and our voice will be silenced. They'll fuck with the numbers, fuck with the stream, all kind of shit to make sure that actual logic. This is why there's no question on the table. We have to support D Rose. We have to support Katrina Gibbs. We have to support the Black Poe. The people that are speaking real words, rappers like Creole 777, Eskimo Shawty, you will get paid to betray your people. You're going to get paid for that. No doubt about it. You will definitely get paid. That's something different. You've had this issue with this group of people for a very long time. How is it that you have made no progress? Actually, it looks like you're falling back. And you don't understand how retarded it looks, because I'm at the same time we talking about Gunna not getting no fucking bond. At the same time that we're talking about a rapper not getting no fucking bond, Big Homie just sent me some shit. Shout out to House of Wolves, man. Big Homie sent me a video that said this motherfucker will only be charged with 1 count of murder. I'm talking about the motherfucker, and really, you can put any motherfucker in that box. Any of these motherfuckers, none of these motherfuckers kill one person. They treat the shit like Call of Duty. You don't go in Call of Duty to kill one person. Come on, my nigga. Like, what are we doing, my nigga? No bond? Y'all motherfuckers said they have been watching Gunna and Thug since 2012. I guarantee you that is a whole decade. I guarantee you in a decade they did not commit the atrocities that these motherfuckers commit in a matter of minutes. Who is taking that bet? I guarantee you that if you look into that goddamn YSL case, you will not see the amount of evil in 10 years. You won't see the amount of evil that these motherfuckers put down in a matter of fucking moments. And that, so I be having to come off that, because it's like, dog, we playing some different shit right now. We playing some different shit. Like what we doing? I see you. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I'm looking. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Oh, nigga, what the fuck? Shout out that nigga Beezy. Where the fuck Beezy been at? Where the fuck that nigga Beezy been at? Bees ain't gonna say no words. You know that nigga ain't doing nothing but showing love. Shout out, Big Homie. I appreciate that, Beezy. Real talk. I'm gonna get to the rest. I want to get off the point. How? So this, let's not get twisted. Let's not get twisted. Let's stay right here, because nothing matters unless we're actually gonna put something down. We see the racism. We see how heavy it is. I just seen a video of the nigga Q Money. Some nigga named Q Money. This is supposed to be a little weird rap nigga out of Ohio and shit. And we finna do a show about Ohio too. Real talk. We're gonna have a show about Ohio because there's a lot going on out there. But shout out Big Homie from out there too. Stay focused. With all of this racism, the nigga Q Money is in jail talking about some, there's racially profiled in my case, and it shows the racism of the Jew. I don't want to hear nothing about that, my nigga. Our problem is we watched as 10 of the women who could easily be our mothers, aunties, grandmothers, sisters, we watched as they was murdered and went right back to goddamn dealing the cards. Right back to playing the game. Made some bullshit fucking post on social media or donated to whatever cause so you can say that you donated and went right back to your fuck because you don't give a fuck. But then as soon as your loved one is caught up into one of these devils fucking mayhem, now you want the whole world to stop. That is our problem, period, point blank. At this point in time, when we can look at these motherfuckers day for day, getting more and more depraved. The white boy went to Buffalo and killed 10 unarmed women. Put the gun on a white man and said, sorry. We seen that. Next white boy in New York was going around that bitch with cyanide and COVID in a fucking needle stabbing motherfuckers. And now here you go today, not 2 hours ago, another one of these motherfuckers. I don't want to hear about, don't tell me shit about no race. I'm telling you what's going on. This is how you know it's in their culture. It's deeper than just, now in them, they have like, so with them, it's kind of like black people with athletics. It's like, it just comes naturally. And it's the same thing with them. Pain and torture and fuck you, mom. There's a reason for that. There's a reason why that feels wrong as a nigga. Like, I don't know about that, my nigga. Like, yeah, my mom wasn't the best and then, you know what I'm saying? But we not, whoa, what the fuck? It's different, my nigga. White people comedy and black comedy is different. I don't even like when niggas get too deep into the stereotypes. At some point, we're going to have to be honest. But don't you for a second, you little retarded motherfucker. I'm talking to you young niggas that's about to go. You about to get arrested and be around that bitch. Now you confused. Now you don't know what's going on. Now your mom on the news talking about racism. And are you serious, bitch? Are you serious? These motherfuckers is coming out this motherfucker and killing millions of motherfuckers. And not only do they get a bond, they don't have to bond out, but on one of them motherfucking murder charges. You telling me you motherfuckers was able to do a 12-year, a 20-year investigation on Young Thug, but you couldn't? God. Now, let me just speak for a minute. So I'm asking all of the members of law enforcement, FBI, CIA. I'm talking to everybody at this point. Now, y'all know the profilers. Y'all know where the danger is at. You know what a nigga with a bandana is capable of, and you also know what these motherfuckers are capable of. You don't think that you will be more productive saving your fucking child's life? You don't think it'll be more productive to save innocent people that are not fucking from 63rd or 64th? You not investigate niggas because you don't want no fucking crime to happen in the black community. You doing that because that's what you need to do. That's what we're based on. Oh yeah, we were trying to do everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to end slavery. Yeah, because that's wrong. That's that whole bullshit with, you know, the North was the goddamn, the North wasn't racist because they was fighting for the These motherfuckers, and that shows you, that Civil War shows you, and don't get too happy because we on the same shit. But that Civil War shows you that when they don't have anybody else to destroy, they will destroy their own. They will turn cannibalistic. And we've seen this many times. Even with that lame ass belly dancing ass fucking weird. What the fuck was that dude from that belly dancer who killed his mama for the damn insurance money? That motherfucker was raised around white folks. I'm not saying no bullshit, dog. That wasn't no nigga, my nigga. Nigga wasn't no nigga, my nigga. That nigga was fucking, that nigga was stole. That nigga was belly dancing on camera and shit like that. Like that was some heavy shit. This nigga was, we was out there bitch trying to learn how to do the pool palace. This nigga around this bitch watching fucking Asian videos and all kind of shit. You look what I can do. Bro, you need to fucking record it, bro. Just fucking record it and shit, bro. That's fucking awesome. With that retarded ass shit. Motherfucker was belly dancing, dog. But back to the CIA, the FBI, and all of these people who are charged with saving lives, you know exactly who is going to commit the most horrendous crimes. You know it. When you hear about these crimes, you know off the bat that it's not anybody with a bandana. It's no one. You want to get deep into it, you know it ain't nobody from no other country either. You know exactly who did that. How in the fuck do you have a 20-year investigation on Young Thug? You don't have no fucking concrete murder, and you don't have no unjustifiable homicides. You have none. None. There is no murders that the victim was not linked directly to the suspect. You know exactly why that shit happened. Tell me why this happened. Real quick. Just real quick. Tell me why. I'm talking to the profilers, FBI profilers, you know, CSI, all that shit. You know about the mindset and all these things. You know how tall he is, how old he is. Tell me why he did that. You know why he did it. Let me give you a goddamn. Let me give you a fucking visual aid so you can better off see. Why did he do it? Don't pretend like you don't know why he did it. Why did he do it? He did it because he needed to do it. As soon as a nigga, see, that's the difference. And it's always been like that. Crack hit and it's immediately criminal. Hey man, with crack laws, tell me when you heard about the meth law, dog. Tell me when they dropped the meth law. Tell me about the meth law, big home. That's all I'm saying. Just tell me about the meth. You saying meth ain't out of control like crack was? You hold on. You saying meth ain't out of control like crack was? Let me do one better for you, big home. What about the pills, big home? I specifically remember crack laws that got passed, and then a motherfucker had to apologize years later because admitted it was racially charged. Never heard nothing about no peel law. Never heard nothing about no meth law. But that's not even to them because they know exactly what they're doing. That's the whole point of this. It's senseless for us to talk to them. How long ago, how old were you when Columbine happened? Ted Bundy, just go down the list. They know exactly what's going on. They know exactly who's high risk. And there's no way that you're not more scared of a motherfucker who looked like this than a motherfucker who looked like Chief Keef. You can easily cordon off Chief Keef and you know what damage he's going to do. And you can also kill all of that violent shit by simply giving him some money. To all my CSI, all my FBI profilers, what happens when you give a serial killer or a mass murderer money? Does that quell their thirst? How do you stop? Let me ask you real fast. How do you stop a serial killer? How do you stop a mass murderer? When do they stop killing? When they get caught, right? That also shows how cowardly they are. That's another thing. You saying that you so heavily racist that you will let your child and your wife, your daughter, be at risk because you don't want to admit that the true danger in America the true thug, the true gangster, the one that you should be not locking your fucking doors or holding your purse tight. You should be running away when you see them or upping a fuck. You know they're going to try to slam me. You know they're going to try to slam me. You know they're going to try to slam me. Serial killers stop killing and mass murderers stop killing when they get caught and they get put around people that they cannot overpower. That shows how cowardly they are. As long as they're on the street and they can go and fuck over women and children, they on a fucking spree. But you put them in that jail cell and all of a sudden all that mental illness shit is out the window. Yeah, I'm getting my medicine. No, you ain't getting no fucking medicine. You in here with motherfuckers that you can't overpower. So all of a sudden that taste for blood is gone. How dare you, my nigga? How dare you put a fucking a nigga with a bandana on the front of a goddamn nigga ain't never been no danger to nobody but himself. Motherfucker have a bad day and this is what happened. A nigga have a bad day and the worst you might have is a robbery gone wrong. And you gonna be right on that nigga ass immediately. All good in the books. Gonna give him that 20 with a setup. He'll come on out. He was fucked up. Ain't no nothing. You ain't gotta worry about nothing on. Ain't no medication. I was broke. I need to come up. It went wrong. Explain this. Dog, and a motherfucker really need to feel what I'm saying right now. You had Young Thug under surveillance, under investigation for years. So you're saying throughout the Dylan Roof murder, throughout the Las Vegas murder, throughout the... How many fucking schools have been shot up? While you've had him under fucking surveillance. Yeah, we don't want to get out of control. Are you for real? But once again, it's no sense in talking to them. What you have to understand is if they are that dead set to where they will sacrifice their wife and their child, you can't do crime no more. If you are a nigga, you cannot do crime no more. They're not looking for the white people. Niggas make up 14% of the population, but over 50% of the prison population. Do you understand what the fuck that has to mean? It has to mean that they are fucking surveilling a nigga until they got an ironclad case, because it takes you fucking 12 years to get charges trumped up high enough to where you can get a nigga with no bond. Meanwhile, motherfuckers in the courtroom delegating on the same day got $1 million motherfucking legal defense on the day that he came in that bitch. Motherfuckers reading papers and shit like that. Not a scratch on that motherfucker. Once again, my nigga, I can't be fussing at them. We done seen this same story 1,000,000 times. My nigga told me this shit happened, and I asked him, so I was trying to get some details and shit like that. He said, yeah, I had seen it in, and nigga just kept going because the shit is so fucking normal. A nigga is a hyper predator. In order for a nigga to be a hyper predator, that would have to mean that Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, so on and so fucking forth, those things could not have happened. Columbine, it couldn't have happened. Hyper predator, that shit. But once again, I'm not talking to them, I'm talking to you. You better look at the scope. And a lot of you niggas is just out here trying to be cool and trying to be rappers and shit like that. And you don't know about shit on nothing. You are really outside putting yourself all in front of the camera doing exactly what they need you to do, which is incriminate yourself. These motherfuckers right here, they don't incriminate themselves until the day of, as far as on a large scale. But just like Big Homie said, you go look at the motherfucking computer history and you will be seeing all the signs. These motherfuckers down this bitch learning how to make fucking acetate and fucking barbitrate fucking night bombs and all kind of shit. Nigga around this bitch shooting a video for 30 minutes and take the rest of the day to edit that bitch, try to look as gangster as he possibly can. Dog, if you can't see that it's a trap right now, then I don't know what to tell you. There should be no nigga committing any criminal acts in America. And to me, that don't sound thorough. That don't sound thorough to me to say that there should be no nigga committing any crimes. Gunna just got no bond. Niggas is getting Ricos like motherfucker. I'm talking about just dealing cards. I don't know what to tell you, my nigga. If you like, if and that's what make me mad is when niggas talk about the legal system when they get locked up. It's like, my nigga, is you serious? You for real? So you saying the legal system ain't been a problem, but when it hits you, and I think that's our problem. They did something to us, dog. They did something to us to where we posed to. I think what we feel when we see another nigga, we see love, but we've been taught to see that as hate. So it's like, nigga, what the fuck you looking at? Automatically. So that there's you two niggas in the same city, y'all beefing, but y'all do the exact same thing. Trapping on the internet, trying to get bitches to see how much money you got from trapping. He get bammed and you don't stop trapping, you start trapping harder and start flexing harder. Yeah, them fuck nigga can't keep up. Fuck nigga, y'all nigga telling. Bitch ass nigga. Dog, and then you know what's even more though is that you look at this internet, and you listen at how niggas talk to each other. The easiest thing that you will ever do is to get two niggas to beef with each other. That's the easiest thing you'll ever do. You take somebody who has notoriety, take another nigga who has notoriety in our culture to where like you have like, so I said this, like if your success is hinging upon you being a gangster, then you don't have notoriety. You just borrowing that shit. And all the rich people, Elon Musk can get assaulted, Steve Jobs can get assaulted, and nothing happens. But you take some of these niggas, if NBA YoungBoy got beat up on camera his whole career, Lil Baby, the same thing. That's not by fucking accident. You can't lose a fucking fight. How the fuck is that? That's not gangster, but you've never been a gangster, so you don't know that. That's why I say I would never beef with these niggas. Like, once again, like I don't know, dog. Because to me it seemed like, dog, you cannot be a street nigga anymore. There is no street. Like, these motherfuckers is allowing these motherfuckers to walk around and kill children whilst they have a rapper on a 20-year surveillance. If you're gonna wait until you catch your Fed charge to talk about racism, how does that make sense? Like, how does that make sense? You gonna give a fuck about the judicial system when you get banned? You didn't see all the other niggas get banned. You different from them. You are a criminal in 2022 in some type of way. You don't use technology. Oh, y'all on that phone. So you get the dope in, you sell it to yourself. Hold on, I see it. And you know, shit like that, we need to unite. I don't like that shit because that shit sound corny as fuck. It sound corny. It just sound lame. And I think that's the problem. And I think that's why you would actually need a real street nigga to actually do, because that shit, you can't say that we need to unite. Like, that's the fuck shit. Nobody, like, that shit sound though to a, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just don't, maybe that seems straight to a, you know what I'm saying, to another nigga, but what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I'm saying I don't give a fuck if you unite. I'm saying first step is we have to get out the street. We can't be in the street no more. Like, we gonna continue to lose soldiers. They doing this to us all over the country. The reason why they can gentrify a place with so much ease is because if you notice, if you look at it, before gentrification happens, like before they shut down the projects, it's like a big drug bust happen. You know what I'm saying? They take down the big, and so all they got is left is the little stragglers and shit like that. But the infrastructure is gone. Next thing you know, everybody got to leave. They can see what that big dope boy is to us. He's damn near the real mayor. But all we can see is a nigga that think he got more than us. You know, I really did want to talk about the guns and shit like that, but that's just fucking retarded. Like, the fuck, like, guns, ban the guns? Are you fucking retarded? Like, the guns are killing people? You can look in fucking the UK right now. These rappers are getting killed at the same rate over there as they getting killed over here with knives. They getting stabbed to death. The only reason why you would want to ban guns is if you're planning on doing something to the fucking people that you don't want them to be able to fight back against. Like I said, we gon' I really hope that a nigga can hear what I'm saying to him, because they're not gonna stop. Either side, they're not gonna stop. This side is not gonna stop killing innocent, and the other side is not going to turn in their own, because they know what that means. You're gonna treat our children the way we treat your children, and they would rather put their wife, their daughter, their son's life on the line before they have to worry about a fucking police officer killing that fucking like, this lets you know where we at, big home. This why we can't play no games. When a nigga hit me up with some shit that I feel like, especially right now, if you hit me up with anything illegal, nigga, I'm gonna get on this bitch and, hey, my nigga, I'm gonna let it be known. Because I understand what's going on. But the time for talking, that's a whole different pace. Like, dog, on some heavy shit. If you, what is that? Look here. On some real shit. I want you to go to your Cash App, go to your PayPal, and look at the last time that you donated to the show. Go look at the last time that you donated to this platform. Go look at it. The fuck is that? Oh, okay. I see. So, and that's, like I said, we're gonna have D Rose on, so he can truly talk about, you know, the guns, and, you know, have Nikki D on so they can really, you know, talk about policy and shit like that. But once again, like, what I'm saying is this: for as much as that you feel, yeah, this is some real shit and all that, go look at the last time that you actually put something into the show. You know that this show is based off of what comes from the people. If you're sitting in here and you've not signed the petition, what the fuck are you doing here? Sometimes I really wonder that shit. Like, why in the fuck are you here? Like, yeah, that nigga gonna, like, do you think I'm funny, or like, what is it? You think I'm bullshitting? Like, you think that I put my whole life on pause because I just want to do some shit? And this shit, this battle, I'm learning some real shit. Like, I see why niggas don't really, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, it seems easy, simple and plain. Hey, dog, look, YouTube ain't gonna pay me. Nobody on that side is gonna pay. We gotta fund this shit ourselves. It's all good. We got plenty of people. Everybody throw some in the pot. It's all good. But you will still, the live will go off and you'll go back to your real life and you won't even. So what the fuck are you doing here? You didn't see I'm not just talking. You see I'm actually about this. Why in the fuck would you? That's how I think. That's how I see. As I'm asking, hey, big home, you need to come about the street. Niggas is making money in the street, asking them to step down off their totem pole. Before I did that, I stepped down. Do all that. Look here, we're gonna do this like this here. I got my warning with the Me and Too movement in 2019, and I still came back. Dog, we gotta get serious. And when I'm saying we, I'm talking about you right now. I'm talking directly to you. You should be on your Cash App, on your PayPal right now, looking when the last time you put something down for the show. Obviously, we got the team or whatever like that, but I'm talking to you. Like, the team is small. We got hundreds of people in this bitch. And of course, when I start talking like this, you're gonna see the numbers drop like a motherfucker. And that is a microcosm of what you cannot expect for niggas to leave the street. Yeah, what they doing, man? What the fuck, man? You see, you can't expect for them to leave their money for what we're talking about if you're actually right here. But when it comes to actually putting that shit behind this shit, like I said, you know, it is what it is. My core team is my core team. But I have to, I would be a fuck nigga if I did not point that out. There's a lot of motherfuckers in here. I see you. I see you. I ain't got to call no names or nothing. You know what I'm saying, what we doing. And we're going to continue to push. But I'm just saying, when you're doing that, oh, yeah, and everybody need to unite, you need to look at yourself. What have you done other than come in the comment section and say something? I really hope that we can get on one accord, but if we as the progressive black people cannot get on one accord, there is no fucking way that the niggas who actually shed blood and lost lives out there, that they can do it if we can't put nothing on it. I told y'all from the jump, I don't like people who, I don't like that. I'm not with that shit. I'm not with no nigga who is around, just around, and you not ready to jump into this. That's fuck shit to me. That's whole shit to me. It's always been that. I'm not asking nobody to join the set. I'm saying, if you here on this tip right here, let's walk together and through our example. Before I ask anything, I act first. I'm asking through our example, we can come and say, hey man, look, if you can't support some shit that you feel is real, how in the fuck are you going to actually employ? If all the niggas jump out the street right now, how are they going to be employed? How are they going to make money? You can't even fuck with a movement that you actually fuck with. You gonna fuck with this a nigga off the street you don't know? I'm not with that shit, my nigga. I'm not up this bitch just talking. I'm dead serious about this. I'm dead serious, and I dead serious about this, big home. If we gon' rock out, then let's rock out. But if I don't, as you're right here, if I don't tell you, sweetheart, if I don't let you know, I don't like you just sitting in this bitch watching me, and it's been, but since you didn't actually put some skin in the game. I can't, I'm not gonna let you do that. I'm not gonna let you sit right here in my face and I don't tell you, hey, big home. I can pull you to the side. I'm not calling nobody out. Let's go to work. If I don't work on my team first, I'm a bitch. I'm a hoe. The shit can be awkward. It can be uncomfortable, but I'm not going to have nobody around me not knowing what the score is. We don't have to agree on a motherfucking thing except for this is what we need. That's it. That's all. What I'm going to start doing is putting, you know, pictures and shit. I actually did that, showing the offers that's coming down on not only this channel, but still on the Rap Trap. Still, we ain't uploaded over there in how long? We just got another one today. Just had a one on the Big Facts podcast yesterday from fucking media, whatever the fuck. They know what they doing. They know what's going on. They see what the fuck is going on with the numbers. They know what's going on. They feel in this time, to them, it might look like they don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all they are trying to do is get me behind enemy lines so they can tell me what the fuck to say. I hold strong. I'm asking you to be about just a percentage of the shit that you talk about in the chat. If you want to just go somewhere where you can feel good, dog, go to church or go to one of these other niggas. We not doing that over here. Like, this is serious shit, big home. So handle your business, but I want you to, as you watching this, check yourself. Before we asking somebody else, we gotta, if that's not how you moving, then you corrupt in the first place, and I don't want you around me. If you not checking yourself first before you is going, yeah, man, y'all niggas need to stop selling dope as you out this bitch. I don't want you around me, my nigga. So that's all I'm saying. So, like I said, we gonna guns don't kill people, people kill people, and more importantly, young white boys kill people, not no gangbangers. So, like I said, I'm gonna get D Rose on, heavy proponent for firearms. I want to get Nikki D. I want to get Jay on here. I got a couple people in mind, but I have to get D Rose on. And like I said, I appreciate everybody for continuing to show love. Y'all are the reason why we continue to do this. And I just, like I said, I got my pride on the line. I'm just not able to fold. We own this. We own this. That's what it is. So I appreciate all the love. I don't know when we're going to do that live, but just stay tuned. If you're not on the Patreon, get there. If you've not signed the fucking petition to make sure that this movement dissipates well before November. By November, they don't want anybody to be thinking about this shit. You mark my words, you're going to see a lot of platforms start doing a whole lot of fucking outreach. Yeah, I just paid the bond for this person. Yeah, you know, it's that time, man. We really got to start giving back.
We are in Chicago, specifically a very famous neighborhood known as O Block.
those videos that you're still getting paid off of on YouTube, that is what's allowing you to pay his bond. Those videos that you have where niggas then came in and talked about beef and said niggas' name, it doesn't matter if they told you to put it out or not. When that shit came out on your platform, it wasn't 6 hours later, it was 3 motherfuckers dead. Because they seen what a motherfucker said on your platform.
Don't be a damn, go get you some money. Don't be a damn, go get you some money. Don't be a damn, go get you some money. Go get you some money, you out with nothing. Just bought a stick and it came with 100. Give me a lick and it came with a 20. Shit,
Back on my bully and back up, I'm back in the saddle. You brittle, you better skedaddle. Get slaughtered like cattle. You sheep, I'm a wolf in your pasture. They weak and I'm blowing strong. Still, that way, I'm back alive. Bitch, I got blessings on top of my blessings. I'm straight and no need of me stressing. Just run on my check and that taught me a lesson. You get what you give it, so give it your best and just leave all the rest for Jehovah to figure out. I'ma keep doing me in a strong way, but don't get it twisted. I'll copy you a ticket to hell if you play on the wrong day. Quit all the foolishness, put you some money up, get you some crypto or something. I'm saying that even a savings account, what you doing? You hustling backwards, my nigga, you playing. Better get right, you heard? Or get left from the 11th hour to midnight. They erasing your future, so invest. Protect your neck and cover your chest and don't swallow the bait. Cause black supremacy ain't up for debate. Let me show you something. A lot of you niggas don't put in no work. Then you look at your life like it owe you something. Hold your hand out, let me slap it for you. Gotta watch for them snakes who be acting cap and they'll grab your hand and try to dap it for you. Call it crazy, you can call it paranoia, but it kinda fits. And it'll be a real bitch when you're looking all your friends gone and the light be a still hit. Now you gotta put a mask on. Either that or you get sick. Know what you gonna do when the cash gone. Better make a move now on some real shit. Cause they watching you. Big vulture, snitch culture, trial by media. That's big brother, little cousin. Better learn about the family tree, cause it ain't no encyclopedia. Meanwhile, where we at? You guessed it. Going live. In the club, no mask, feeling so alive. Even though a pandemic's still on the rise. They say all lives matter and we'll let it ride. Thought the Tea Party died, but it's energized. Let the red and the blue fight, fuck both sides. Cause they're crossing out black and it's televised. And I mean that, cause I'm on one, but let me bring it back. Still buck 12. Stepping inside while them honkers ran up in them federal buildings and not go to jail. Or you shitting me? You might can go for it, but I really can't. And I really can't tell you who boo-boo the fool is, but I know who he ain't. They want us glued to the TV, but that shit don't move me and keep me away from my pivot. I gotta stay grounded, 1 foot in the streets, other foot all around it. Let's ring the alarm and you know I'm a sound and my people we fucking over, going hard on each other. Just to stun on each other and throw it on social media for agents undercover. Lethal weapon without the Danny Glover. It ain't all about skin tone, cause a lot of them rocking your skin too. Just waiting on you to slip up when they gotta make quota and they recommend you, and that kinda fits. And it'll be a real bitch when you're looking all your friends gone and the light be a still hit. Now you gotta put a mask on. Either that or you get sick. Know what you gonna do when the cash gone. Better make a move now on some real shit, cause they watching you.
The same crazy shit, the same niggas shot at the same niggas last week on the same street, you feel me? In front of the same broken down ass car, alright? I got jumped by the same crackheads that been there since I was the same child. Bro, listen, we all gonna switch shit up. We gonna be hit forever. The same shit, we gonna be in the same spot forever. We all gonna switch it up. I'm tired.
Whoa, now was down. What y'all boys doing out here? I see y'all doing the same shit. Still hustling, still killing each other. You know what I'm saying? Still popping pills. Same old cycle. It's like y'all doing donuts, reruns. Ain't nothing changed but the weather, same police all day. Same block, same piston smell in the hallway. On top of that, got the same outfit. Same hood rat chick that still ain't bout shit. Same deadbeat dad, got the whole street mad. He done beat up the girl on the block, hot as a heat pad. My rap sheet bad, gotta hit another corner. Still smoking on that cannabis. I got from California, up and down like a sea seesaw. Living on a roller coaster, fighting all night. Fell asleep, my nigga sofa. Same pistol in the holster under the white tee. Same mean mug for them devils down like me. Same old shit, all it is different flies. Same president, he just telling different lies. Now will it ever change or forever be the same? We either fight the power or stay victims to the game. But here we go again, doing the same thing. 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 Up and down like a seesaw. We up and down like a seesaw. Up and down like a seesaw. We up and down like a seesaw. Back at it like a fiend with a crack habit. A jackrabbit slipped and fell for that black magic. The same politics but brand new politicians. Same tradition with the same old superstition. Been on the same mission for 40 years to get me. So a motor split the Red Sea, I'm aboard the Mississippi. Same people with the same fight to be treated equal. Same movie, different characters, same sequel. I'm sick of the same shit, putting up with this lame shit. Endorsing these people that can do nothing to change shit. It's the same leaders, we're in the same world that don't need us. Crying wolf to the same people that won't believe us, won't feed us. I had to take off the blindfolds, got hit by the light like I was one of them abandos. Rose up like one of them rhinos, banging on that beast. Gotta save my nephew nieces out there hanging on them streets. But here we go again, doing the same thing. 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 Up and down like a seesaw. We up and down like a seesaw. Up and down like a seesaw. We up and down like a seesaw.